He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Easy.
Fournette, a first down carry. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Powers way forward, but I don't think he got there. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Brady to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Beckham. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there are times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
And a good return, able to get out across.
Five to the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. 3 yards remain for second down.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their play?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw is Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a give running right is Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll get him down to about the 37, well short of the first. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's is knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
and you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pettis now from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Dard now going to bring this one out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Dard now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check and on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught by OBJ.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now it's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a 4-yard shy of the 5.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Brady. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the gut, Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Play action. Now it's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And able to break one tackle, but they quickly brought it down. A nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Josh Jones.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
After the penalty, it's Fournette.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Alabama. Go Bandit.
Brady now to throw. He completes it to Beckham.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
Brady now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Fields now to throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards Jr. forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Brady going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
I just scraped it off the top.